Hello Internet, welcome to Game Theory. I'm your host, Crispy Warframe Ultrakill, and today we are going to do a Deltarune theory. As many of you probably know, the new Deltarune update is just a week away, and I've decided to make a new theory for it. Now, with my previous track record of making one amazing theory for a hyper movement FPS, I am more than qualified to make another one for an indie Undertale inspired JRPG. Just so you know, the J stands for RPG. So, Deltarune, a game made by the famous Undertale composer Tobias Radionuclide Volpes. You see, Deltarune is a very similar game to Undertale, in the fact that Sans is there. Anyway, this theory isn't about that bomb. It is instead about the protagonist of Deltarune. Chris. No, not me. My name has an H in it. Anyway, 100% of Deltarune theories say that we, the player, yes you, and me, are controlling this for real different character with their own motivations and other things that make them a character. But you see, I haven't seen or paid attention to any of these theories showing that Chris, without an H, is slowly getting more and more assertive. I mean, in chapter 1, you could force them to do like most random stuff, and Chris has like no reactions to it, such as when you make them eat moss. As a Chris myself, personally, I would really not want to do that, so I count this as evidence that Chris wouldn't want to either. However, at the end of the chapter, they move by themselves during the end of the king fight and during the ending cutscene as well, where they rip out their own soul. Now, you see, more of this behavior, where Chris acts on their own, happens in chapter 2, with Chris beating up the Neo body, even though we didn't choose to interact with it like that. We wanted to just inspect it, and they just start beating it up for some random reason. Also, they are more expressive after the Spamton fight, by either shouting that they are not fine, or trying to refrain from saying that they are. And this leads them to only expressing one thing, that they are not fine. And the whole ending of chapter 2, where they remove the soul not once but twice and do even more stuff off screen and stab the gas line underneath their house, this shows that they are increasing what they can do without your control. So my main idea is that John player is gonna lose control of Chris more and more in each chapter. You see, in chapter 1 they removed the soul once, in chapter 2 they removed it twice, in chapter 3 it's probably gonna be 3 times. If I'm right, give me 2 billion subscribers. If I'm wrong, give me 2 billion subscribers. This whole thing is pretty much like how when you are younger and you get the bad controller when you want to play video games with your older siblings, and you basically just don't have any control in the game. I mean, I wouldn't know personally, as I am the older sibling, and I am full of kindness and generosity, and I have never, ever given my younger sibling a bad controller. Anyway, this video marks my second theory video ever that I have ever made in the history of this channel. So, like and subscribe if you want to, I guess.